Samson, mind your manners. Well, you know Isaiah don't really mean it.
Well, you call your teddy bear off, son, go chase down my mule.
What are you doing sneaking around in my woods? Samson just giving you a big old teddy bear kiss.
Dad nabbit, Adam. That darn bear of yours done chased my mule off, knocked me down, pinned me against the tree, and slobbered all over my face. I don't know why I bothered coming here.
Well, I appreciate the gesture, Isaiah. I really do. And Samson there, well, he's just trying to show you how much we missed you.
Darn bear. Adams, are your things all packed up?
Packed for what?
You know darn well to go with me down to the rendezvous at the trading post. Besides, I know you need supplies the same as me, and we can talk to folks, get some news. Come on, Adam.
I don't think so, Isaiah. You get the news. All I need is about 5 pounds of salt.
That ain't good for you, Adams. Up here all alone. What you need is a change of scenery.
I got all the changes I need right here, Isaiah. By the leaves, they change colors every fall. Fresh snow blankets the mountains in winter. Spring thaw. Summer green. It's all the changing I need.
Adams, you ain't nothing but a hermit. And it just ain't healthy.
Hey, Sam, give him a good licking the next time. Isaiah! Don't forget my 5 pounds of salt.
Ah! Edna! Ah! Edna, you better come out there! Let's go do some trading. Now, come on. Isaiah! Ezra, hello.
Isaiah?
You have any good hides to trade? Oh, well, look at old Edna there, swaying under the load. You got any bear hides? Oh, no, I ain't got no bear hides. Well, wait a minute, that reminds me. I need 5 pounds of salt, or old Adams will have my hide.
Gabe, you go along with Mr. Butterworth and you lend a hand with the mules and the children, okay?
All right, don't you fret, sister. My mules might be a mite stubborn, but I've made this trip to Lone Pine at least 40 times before.
Gabe here is a fine lad and will be good with the children. He himself has lost his parents and knows the pain these orphans suffer.
The Brummettes are expecting you before sundown and you can spend the night there. Mrs. Brummette's looking forward to having the children. God bless her heart.
Very good, sister.
I don't want to leave you, Sister Frances.
Don't worry, Lydia. You're gonna love your new home. And I'll come and visit you very soon, I promise. And Sarah wants to go with you.
Let's go.
Indians friendly, Mr. Butterworth?
Yeah, the Indians around these parts are usually friendly. But you ain't got nothing to worry about, Gabe. Not with Joseph Butterworth at the reins. You all right back there, kid?
Kind of bumpy, but we're okay.
Whoa! All right, now listen. You kids hang on to something back there until we get down off this hill.
Shouldn't we get off and walk?
No. Just sit tight and don't fret. What we gotta do is let these mules do their job. Yeah! Don't worry about me. Go check on the kids.
You guys okay?
Yeah.
Come on. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. What are we gonna do, Mr. Butterworth? What are we gonna do?
Don't fall apart on me now, son.
Please don't die, Mr. Butterworth.
Oh, don't fret, child. I just busted up my good leg. I'm not gonna die. Now, you and your little brother, you're gonna go with Gabe now. And my mules, they're gonna keep on running till they get all the way back to the trading post. So you leave me that canteen, and I'll be okay until help comes, okay? You take this trail, and you follow it all the way down till you come to the creek. When you head downstream till you get to the Brummette's place. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. But what about you?
Don't you go worrying about Joseph Butterworth. The good Lord is not gonna let me die on an old dirt trail. But you gotta go now, because it's getting dark, and you gotta get there before dark. So go now. Hurry up. Scat, go on, all of you. Go on. Good luck.
Paul, I'm starting to worry about the children. Sister Frances said on Sunday that their wagon would be here this afternoon. There's no sign of it.
Can't remember Butterworth ever being late for supper, can you?
No.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Right down in front of me. Duck. Okay, keep your net low, keep your net low. Up. All right. Supper, Mom.
Oh, great!
Adams. Adams! Adams! Where are you? Adams? Grizzly Adams? Where in blazes are you?
Horace, is that you? I was just beginning to think I'd never see you again.
I have been walking for miles. Why can't you live close to town?
Because I like it out here. Come here. So what are you doing on foot?
Well, you know I can't handle a horse.
Yeah.
And Butterworth, the wagon driver, had an accident. Oh, his mules came running back into town without him.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
No. Fortunately, your friend Isaiah found him back on the road and took him to Allensbury to see the doctor. He also insisted that I give you this bag of salt. Here.
Thanks. But how's old Butterworth gonna be?
Well, a few broken bones, but he'll live. The problem is he had passengers. A boy from the mission and 2 little orphans.
Well, what happened to them?
The children were being brought to live with some family, the Brummettes.
Brummette. Paul and Rebecca Brummette, I know them.
Well, they never showed up. Those children are lost. Isaiah seems to think that you can find them.
Yeah, if they're out there, I can find them all right. We better go now while it's still daylight. Samson, we got work to do. Let's go.
Wait! Grizzly Adams! I have traveled 3,000 miles for your chronicles, and I'm not leaving without them.
Well, don't get excited, Horace. You're gonna get the chronicles. They're back in the cabin. You're gonna like them, too, just like always. In fact, I got one about a bear I named General Fremont. Had to get between him and a half-crazed mountain lion one time.
It is a wonder that you are still alive. Oh, by the way, P.T. Barnum wants you and your menagerie of animals for his new circus in Manhattan.
You tell P.T. Barnum I said no.
What?
The last time he talked me into wrestling a bear in public, I almost lost an arm. Darn, New York City's a lot more dangerous than the wilderness is ever gonna be.
All right. Oh, I almost forgot. Your wife sent these up to you. Some
sweet cakes, and she also sent some letters.
Well, I sure wish I could talk her into coming back out here to stay with me.
Well, I wouldn't count on it. She loves you, but she wants to stay in Boston. She wants you to come home.
Yeah, I know. But you know, this is my home now, Horace.
In any case, your stories are sensational. People are buying my newspapers just to read them.
Stories, Horace? They're true accounts. I'm no yarn spinner. Watch after this stuff for me.
Wait. You are not leaving until you give me your pages.
You'll get your pages when I get back.
Well, what am I going to do in the meantime?
Well, you could come with me if you wanted to.
No, thank you. I'll wait for you. In town.
Come on, Sam.
Mr. Pettibone.
Yes, sir.
Can I trust you to find the men we need? A guide who knows the area, buy enough supplies to last a few days, and perhaps a more suitable wardrobe?
Yes, sir. You can trust me.
Good. I'll meet you down by the creek. Meantime, I've got to locate this Padre McNamara.
But, sir, what is it that you think we'll need?
Food, supplies.
Yes, sir.
Good day, sir. What can I do for you?
Yes, ma'am. Good day. Would you be so kind as to tell me what supplies I might need for an expedition of about 4 or 5 days?
Why, I would be happy to help you. What might you be doing for those 4 or 5 days?
Well, my partner and I are going to try our luck at a little prospecting.
Oh, then you are not alone.
I'm sorry, madam. I should have made myself more clear. There is my partner, myself, and probably 3 other men. Well, no, 4, counting the guide. You see, I shall need to enlist the services of a qualified guide, one who knows this area.
I'd find me an Indian for these here parts.
Good day, sister. Do you know where I might find the good Padre McNamara?
I think Padre McNamara's over in our chapel. Follow me.
Thank you, sister.
Padre McNamara must be in his study. I'll go tell him you're here.
Thank you.
There's a gentleman here to see you. Said the Archbishop sent him.
Sister, be kind enough to tell him I'll be coming in a couple of shakes. Revelations is a hard book to get through.
He'll be along in a minute.
Thank you, sister.
And what may I do for you, Mr.
Arthur Hunnicut, Professor Hunnicut, Harvard University.
Ah, and what brings you so far, Professor Hunnicut, Harvard University?
Archbishop Boyle in San Francisco informed me that you were very knowledgeable about the Spanish mining that was done in this area, about 100 years ago.
His Grace has always been a good-hearted man, but I'm afraid I'm hardly an authority. My perusals have produced but a few tantalizing stories.
I represent a group of investors on the East Coast who have sent me here to investigate the possibilities of mining in this area on a large scale.
These mountains are filled with those in search of El Dorado, and to meet yet another learned man in search of gold, how disappointing, Professor.
It's not greed that has sent me this far, Padre, but commitment.
Commitment, you say?
Yes, the gentlemen who put their money and faith in this venture, which will allow me to gather research for a new lecture series.
I see. You possess integrity. That's decent of you.
My task is to follow up and report on the validity of these stories attributed to the early Spaniards.
Ah, yes. Well, if it's stories you'll be wanting, the romantic times of the Spanish domain when conquistadores were civilized in Alta California, I've a store of plenty. If you don't mind taking a little walk with me, history has a way of painting a picture quite different from the truth. And if it's the truth instead of false notions you'll be wanting, I'll be telling you so much of the truth as I know. And the truth is, there was, once upon a time, a peace-loving tribe of Indians, a tribe that sported gold armbands and other precious handcrafted jewelry.
Looks like my lucky day.
Luke, we're rich.
Not so fast there, cowboy. See, I ain't had my turn. Gentlemen, it appears to me that you have no knowledge of the military. German. Bolt action. Primered cartridge. Telescopic sights. Son, put another bottle up down there. Only this time, face the neck of that bottle toward me, will you? You boys best stand back. Looks like this is all mine, boys.
Anybody can hit a rabbit standing still.
Luke, get your rifle.
Hey! That's right.
So you're telling me the mine was never reopened?
Oh, praise God, no. No one knows for sure where it is, thanks be to God, except the descendants of the Behr people. All others who have ever tried to find the mine have come to an unholy end or were never heard from again. And that's all I can be telling you. Now, there's a Professor Brummette, has a cabin out on Hot Creek. He and his wife have been studying Indian culture and know their customs far better than your humble servant. If you have any interest at all in these old papers that I have gathered, feel free to study any of them. I'll be back in 7 or 8 shakes.
Thank you, Padre. Been very helpful. There they are. It's getting out of dark. We better get closer to them. We don't want to lose them.
I beg your pardon? Gonna have a look-see. Luke, what's that squirrel look like?
Give me that telescope, you fools. They've seen us. They're getting away. Come on, after them. Don't let them get to that forest.
I like the sound of that, Samson. Let's find out who's hunting in our woods.
Got a dead engine, huh?
Yeah.
Right there. All right. That's gold, all right. Professor! Gold!
Let me have a look, see.
Give me that. I told you to catch him, not shoot him, you stupid fool. A dead buck can't lead us anywhere.
Professor, the Indian was getting away with the gold, and I thought I should...
You are not getting paid to think. There's more gold in these hills, more Indian gold than we can ever hope to carry out. And those two, you fool, were gonna lead us there. Pettibone, take Blackerow and Luke and catch that Indian woman. But don't kill her.
We got one less engine to deal with.
And one less lead to the goal, you fool.
Looks to me like she's already crossed the stream. Pettibone, downstream. You stay here until she comes back. Track her down! Come on. Come on! Yeah! Yeah! Oh. On foot. She couldn't have gotten far. Come on.
Regret to say I could not find her downstream, Mr. Tanner.
Not here. Maybe go upstream.
Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on, this here.
Well?
I regret to say we have lost her in the woods, Professor. She's hiding out there somewhere.
She can't get very far on foot in her condition. We'll set up camp over there by the water. We'll find her in the morning if we need to. You think these dolts can set up a camp?
Come on. Hey, Luke, what's the dope? Don't ask me, you idiot. Just set up camp.
We're lost, aren't we?
Do you remember which way Mr. Butterworth said to go?
No. No, don't you know?
I ain't sure. I can't remember.
I'm scared. I want to go back to Sister Francis.
Stop your crying.
It's getting dark and there's bears out here.
There ain't no bears out here. Come on. It's this way.
Are you sure?
They're around here somewhere, Samson. You go that way, I'm gonna go this way. Samson. Samson, where are you, boy? What did you find? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I'm your friend. I come in peace.
Isti, Logan, Fako, Ohabogen.
I'll help you bury your man. And then you come with me to the Brummettes. He's been shot. That must have been what I heard.
Blackerow, come on up here. I want you to look at this armband. Tell me what these symbols mean.
Killing brave of the Behr people. Bad medicine. I will not touch.
Pettibone, where'd you find this guide hanging around the trading post that won't even come near this armband?
My dear Professor Hunnicut, he is saying bad medicine. So obviously, he is afraid of it. And, might I remind you, sir, that it was the good folks at the trading post who recommended him so highly.
Yes, well, judging by the load on that pack mule and your sartorial splendor, those good folks recommend a lot more things than just a no-good guide.
Well, if he ain't gonna help, what good is he?
Well, I say we just kill him and then get on with it. I hate having Injuns around anyhow.
You, sir, have killed enough Injuns already, you barbarian.
Pettibone?
Please, sir, forgive my outburst, but the people at the trading post said that we would be traveling through Indian land and that Blackerow would help us get through safely.
Pettibone's right. Leave him alone. I don't need him to read these markings. I got a better idea.
Come on, you guys. We gotta keep going.
No, it's too scary here. I don't like it. We're lost, aren't we?
We're not lost. Come on, you guys, let's go.
I told you there was bears out here. He's gonna eat us.
Whoa, where are you youngins going?
Please help us, mister. There's a bear back there in the creek, and he tried to eat us.
Well, don't fret. He's a friendly bear. His name's Samson.
Mr. Butterworth was taking us in the wagon to our new family.
I know. I've been looking for you. Now, we found the wagon, and Mr. Butterworth's going to be just fine. And I'm not going to let anything happen to you. Now, there's a place up here where we can spend the night. It's all right. I'm not going to let anything happen to you. We'll go to the Brummettes first thing in the morning. It's not that far away, but it's a little bit dark to keep traveling tonight. You help me set up camp, okay, boy? All right, this way. Samson? Get out of the water. You're scaring people.
I think they're coming. 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 They're coming.
Doesn't feel right. Rebecca! Mary, come here. Take the shotgun. Get in the hiding place and promise me you won't come out until I see what's happening here.
Yes, Paul. What if they're coming about the children?
Mary, please, just go. Morning.
Good day, sir.
What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Professor Brummette's place. The good Padre McNamara back at the trading post told me he lived out this way.
Happen to see little children on their way out here?
We didn't run across them on the trail this morning. I'm sure they're in capable hands. May I assume, then, that you are Professor Brummette?
Yes, I'm Brummette.
Oh, too many years in the lecture halls and the classrooms. Arthur Hunnicut, Professor Arthur Hunnicut, Harvard University. Forgive my manners.
Paul Brummette. And what is it that brings you so far from the halls of academia, Professor?
Well, the Padre informed me that you were an authority on the Indians in this area, that you knew their customs, spoke their language, could even interpret their pictographs.
Yes, I've studied their customs and learned their culture, but we have yet a lot to learn from our friends the Indians.
Oh, I'm quite sure of that. It is my hope that you can help us interpret the markings on this armband.
This is very interesting.
Can you tell me what those markings mean, Professor?
I don't know. The markings are very crude, centuries old, maybe. Could be a legend, a myth.
Maybe you'll tell me, Professor. What do you say?
What's going on here, Professor?
Look, when I saw that look in your eye when you were scanning that armband, I know you can read what it says on there. Now, let's approach this in an intelligent manner. My men and I need someone who can interpret the inscriptions on that armband.
Actually, it could be some sort of a map. You have an Indian guide. He can read this map much better than I.
He won't come near it, says it's bad medicine, because Evans here shot its last owner. Now, you can come with us peacefully, or, I think you understand what we mean.
No!
The choice is yours.
Even if the legends are true, you're still on a wild goose chase. The Spanish soldiers took all that gold back over 100 years ago.
Now that's not the story we've been told, Mr. Professor.
And that armband is gonna lead us to it.
So, why don't you tell us about that gold?
This here man's army needs a map reader. And you just volunteered. You're coming with us.
Professor, I can't just pick up and go.
And what about your family? Maybe they can help change your mind.
They're gone. As you can see, they took the horses early this morning. They're out looking for those children.
Sure. Luke, Roy, go into the house. See if anybody's in there.
Professor, what if I agree to go along with you and read those inscriptions on the armband, and we still find nothing? Then what?
You'll be free to go. You have my word on it.
As you wish. On your word.
We have ourselves a guide, men. Let's mount up.
Why didn't you try to stop them?
I was afraid of what those men might do to you. Your father was just trying to protect us.
Sit down. Stay down.
Why are they shooting at us?
Quiet, quiet. Sam, you stay here and watch after them. Professor? Rebecca! It's James! James Adams?
Oh, no.
Rebecca? Didn't you say it was me? What are you shooting at?
James, I'm sorry. I thought it was them coming back.
Thought it was who, Rebecca?
They took my father, Mr. Adams.
These awful men rode up, and they showed Paul some kind of gold armband.
It'll be all right, Rebecca. The professor's a strong man, and he's a right smart man. He'll find a way to survive until I can catch up to him.
We're going after them right now.
That'd be a big mistake, Mary. You wouldn't stand a chance out there against men like that. Now, how many of them were there?
There were 5 white men and an Indian, probably a scout.
I saw them, Mr. Adams. The Indian was wearing a red headband with a feather hanging from it.
That sounds like Blackerow from the trading post.
Did they hurt you and Mary?
No. Oh, you found the children. We were so worried about you. Where did you find them?
Well, they were wandering around down by the hot springs. I found this poor pregnant Indian lady out on the road. I don't know what she says. I can't speak her language, but I know you do, and we need your help.
Mrs. Brummette,
What is it, honey?
do you have some food? I'm hungry.
Why, of course, you must be starved. Mary, please go start a fire, and we'll warm up some food for them.
We can't do that. We have to go find Father.
We'll go find him after we feed them. Now run along here. Go with Mary.
Gabe, too? He's their escort.
You too. Histres, Rebecca, Omes. Hodalogi. Agias. Anjo Kodos.
Sam, we're going to have to rescue Mr. Brummette. But I got to talk these women into staying home first.
Our family always says grace before we eat.
Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for blessing this food of which we are about to partake, that it will give us strength for this most difficult journey.
Amen.
Kan hoje muchka hofanigan. Ahoy at least. Isti sakba abegat. Anho wagasan.
Rebecca, what's this little lady telling me?
Mr. Adams, the men who took my Paul, they're the same ones who killed Gentle Storm's husband. And that piece of gold that they were flashing around is some kind of map to Dark Mountain. We must leave right away, or we'll never catch them.
Rebecca, I know these mountains. Now, Samson and I, we can make better time going it on our own. And I promise you, we'll bring the professor back, safe.
Hen. Kan hoje muchka. Hoyagis. Hangosi.
She's going to Dark Mountain.
We want to come too.
Look, meaning no disrespect, Rebecca, but this Indian woman needs to have her baby right here.
Mahogaris. Istoji igana ajagat utahanan.
I don't even want to know what she's saying right now.
She says she has to have her baby at the sacred place of her ancestors. And if you're not going to take her, she's going alone. And I'm going too.
All right, everyone. Let's move out. Gentle Storm, you go ahead and lead the way.
No, no. No cosimiko. Bolden.
It was a long time ago. Chief Burning Bear led a hunting party away from the village to gather food for the long winter. And while they were gone, the ghost-skinned people came in search of the yellow metal.
What are ghost-skinned people? White people?
No, they're Spanish soldiers.
What happened?
Well, there was a great battle, and most of the people were killed.
It's okay. It's okay. Hang on.
Oh. It's all right. Jayne. Higher, please.
I'm sorry it hurts, Lydia.
Go on.
Stop hurting.
Boy off, please. Behr, please.
All right, everybody, let's go up this way so we can save some time. Lydia, you're gonna ride right up here.
I'm tired. I want to ride too.
Boy, you got the makings of a mountain goat. You don't need to ride.
I don't want to walk anymore.
Jacob, you both can't ride.
Well, I reckon those little legs are pretty tired, huh, partner? Why don't we just put you right up here? Rebecca, you got my rifle?
Yes, I do.
Hold it up here. Let the horses water if they ever mind to. All right, Professor, here's your river. Now which way?
I don't know. I need to see the armband.
There you are.
Up, I'd say, toward the mountains.
Mountains? There are mountains all around us. Which mountain?
I can't be sure.
You better start being sure, Mr. Professor. Don't forget your family back there.
Professor Hunnicut, your barbaric threats are not the only reason I decided to come along on this journey. This armband could unlock the secrets of an ancient Indian tribe called the Behr people, who for hundreds of years lived around Dark Mountain. Now, my helping your men is secondary in my mind. For years, my studies have just been skirting the edge of this legend. I haven't had a lead, a substantial lead, until now. So you must believe I'm trying my best to interpret this armband. Now, I can't be certain of specific direction until the sun sets near this mountain. And that depends on us being at the right section of the river.
Well, are we on the right section, Professor?
We need to be at a wide bend in the river when the sun goes down behind the mountains.
Mr. Indian Guide, can you lead us to a big bend in this river? All right, follow that Indian.
Samson, don't you run off too far. Jayne, why don't you just walk on over here with the rest of us? All right, have it your own way.
We were lucky our horse was in the shed when those men came. I don't think Gentle Storm could have made it if she had to walk all the way. We need to pray for that baby to wait.
I know. God help us. Jayne, stop! Don't get any closer. Easy, friend. Not here to harm you, just passing through.
Why didn't you shoot it?
She's just protecting her territory, Gabe. You know, animals have just as much right to this earth as we do. Jacob, go fetch my rifle sheath, will you?
Got it, Mr. Adams, I got it.
Come on, Jacob, let's catch up.
I have it, Mr. Adams, I have it.
Thanks, Jacob. It's all right, son, come on.
Is this the right spot, Professor?
Let's see, here's your bend in the river, mountains on the right. Now I need a big, single, tall pine. Hey, that's it. It's dead now, but the forest has overgrown it. This could be it.
Oh, I'm smelling gold. Roy, we're gonna be rich.
There's gold up there just waiting to be scooped up.
Hold your horses. They aren't there yet. Which way now, Professor?
Well, this shows the mark of the Behr is etched under the peak of one of these mountains with the sun setting on the right and the moon setting on the left.
Precisely what does that mean, Professor Brummette?
Well, that means that we need to spend the night here, gentlemen, and watch the sunset. And if we're in the right spot, tomorrow morning when the moon sets, it'll show us which of these mountains we should head for.
I think we're being took on a wild goose chase. This day ain't half over. I think he's just stalling for time. So you can sneak out at night. I say we go right on up that mountain, get as close to the gold as we can.
We'll make camp here. Horses can use the rest. Gold's been in those hills for thousands of years. It'll keep another day.
All right, Professor. Sun's going down. Now you start figuring.
Is this really necessary, Professor?
Sergeant, cut him loose.
Okay, everybody, we'll spend the night right here. Rebecca, why don't you and Gentlestorm set up camp? Gabe, you can help me cut some firewood. And Mary, I understand you're quite the little fisherman. Why don't you catch us some supper? We taught you how to chop wood, Gabe. It's a mighty big swing.
Father.
Is your father a logger?
No. He was a teacher.
What did he teach?
Taught school.
What happened to him?
Died. Tree fell on him.
Here, why don't you let me finish doing the chopping? You go down and help Mary catch dinner. You know how to fish, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Mr. Adams?
Yeah, Gabe, what is it?
Don't tell him I was crying.
Gabe, there's nothing wrong with crying. Not when you're hurting inside. Why don't we just keep this between us, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hi. Mr. Adams said I should come down and help you catch some fish.
Did you ever fish before?
Well, with my paw.
If you look in the front pocket of my pack, you'll find some line, a whiskey cork, and some hooks. If you bring them over here, I can show you how to set up a line.
To get some firewood?
Well, don't go too far.
We won't.
Ifikamgi dodos.
Kan holwi yamuchkat. Istuji oyahanan max.
Escagialis.
Noko si idjitwa. Si boyakis.
Inga.
What are you two ladies cooking up for me now?
Why, Mr. Adams, were your ears burning?
You said you'd fished before.
I have. Lots of times.
Look, Mary. Look at the water snake we found.
Why don't you let it go?
Okay, little guy, I'm gonna let you go. Go home. Go home. Go home. Go home. Go home.
Be careful not to get in the water.
We will.
How's the fishing going, Gabe?
Great. I just haven't been too lucky.
I'll do it.
Of our fathers we will love, both friend and foe in all our strife, and preach thee to as love knows how, by kindly words and virtuous life. Faith of our fathers, holy faith, we will.
Dear God, please don't let them hurt my father. Keep him safe. Amen.
He's gonna be all right. It's all right. This land is so hard. Those precious children losing their parents. Diphtheria taking my son when he was only 6. And Gentle Storm's husband getting killed over a band of gold. And now Paul.
Rebecca, I know what you mean. Life deals some hard blows.
Do you think Paul's still alive?
The professor's one of the strongest men I ever knowed. I wouldn't give up on him, Rebecca.
Professor? Professor Hunnicut.
What?
I think there's someone out there.
Where? Who is it?
Right yonder. Another darn engine.
It's a chief in ceremonial dress.
Mr. Blackerow, would you go over there and ask him what he wants, please?
Well, I'll be. He just plumb disappeared right into the night air.
That's the darndest thing I've ever seen.
Something ain't right. I bet they out after our horses.
No, I tied the horses off real tight.
What do you think, Professor?
This is Indian territory, nothing unusual. If we don't bother them, we should be all right.
Mr. Blackerow, what do you know about these Behr people? It is said.
They possess great magical powers.
All right, let's get some sleep.
Great idea.
There's your mountain, Professor. Land of the ancient Behr people.
Well, Professor, looks like we both found what we were after.
Pettibone!
Oh, Pettibone. Break camp, tell the men to saddle up. We've got a long ride ahead of us.
Thrilling.
Professor, you know we're both dreamers. There's no saying you're going to find what you're looking for. My chances of finding anything are very remote. I'm going to hold you to your word.
I gave it to you. You've got it. Now we shall see what we shall see, Professor.
Hey! My horse is gone!
What?
The Indian's pony's gone, and Pettibone, God only knows where your horse went.
Your horse was taken by ghost.
Very funny, Roy. Now you and Luke will have to double up. Professor, you can ride with me.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
You bought a perfectly good jackass at the trading post. Be my guest.
Pettibone! Oh, good Lord! Oh, my God! When you're laughing, rather tired.
Emma, kan holwe je muchka.
That's it, all right. Dark Mountain. A lot of mysterious things happen up there, so you stay close. We're going to take this ridge right here because it's faster and we're going to catch up to them. Let's go. Samson, stop fooling around. Come on.
Come on, Gabe. You can walk with me.
Blackerow, you go on up there and talk to them. Tell them we're lost or something. Find out how many we're up against.
How many are there?
He is alone. He warns that we near the forbidden land. We must turn back.
Turn back, did you say?
Luke, did you see that engine? He plumb disappeared before my eyes.
It's just an old man's trick.
Trick or no trick, he's got me a little spooked.
He's merely trying to frighten us. Come on, boys. Let's ride.
No! It is forbidden.
Forbidden? By whom, might I ask?
By the spirit of the great burning bear. I go no farther.
My good man, you've already been paid for your services. You can't just leave now.
You ain't nothing but a coward, are you, Injun?
I leave not in fear, but in respect.
I've come clear across this country. I'm not about to go back just because of one Indian.
Then, you will all die.
Let him go free.
You best step aside, Brummette, before I take you off at the neck.
Then who's gonna lead you to the gold?
Evans, put the gun down. You've already killed one lead to the gold. All right, we don't need the Indian. I've got another idea. Just take his horse.
Yes, good. That's good, Hunnicut. Since the engine took mine, seems only fair.
Roy, you grab that engine's weapons.
Injun, drop your gun belt.
Let's move on out of here. Come on.
Professor Hunnicut is right. We're wasting valuable daylight. Come on, boys. Let's, slap leather.
Hang on, Gentle Storm. We're gonna rest at the top.
Look, Jacob. The bird's talking to us. What is he saying?
I don't know, but he's trying to tell us something.
I think he knows we're not alone here. Go on over there and wait with Samson. I'm gonna go on up ahead and take a look around.
Where's the rest of them?
Isti, Hitlidos, von Hissit,
You know this man?
Isti Jahi Eligi Gangi.
Is Professor Brummette still alive?
As long as he serves a purpose.
What purpose?
To guide them.
Where?
To the gold of the bear people. Then they will kill him.
I won't let that happen. Why aren't you with them?
Their hearts are black. I would not lead them to the sacred ground. You must make haste. Silver Bear awaits you.
The mark of the bear. It's making sense. Says the ghost of Chief Burning Bear, very powerful warrior, centuries ago, still roams Dark Mountain.
More ghosts, huh?
And should a good person cast eyes on the burning bear, that person will be blessed. But should a person with an evil heart see the bear, he'll meet a violent death.
Something spooked the horses. Probably the professor's ghost stories.
Very clever of this Behr tribe, leaving ghost stories behind. This way, they keep the cowardly from discovering their goal.
Horses are loose.
You stupid fool! How many times have I told you to secure those horses? Now you go out and get after them. We can't afford to lose any more.
Lou.
Well, that's incredible. The gold band says to go that way. Petroglyph is leading us that way.
All I want to know is which way is the gold.
Well, neither one of them is the gold map, Professor.
What are you saying?
It's a story. It's the legend of Chief Burning Bear.
Yeah, well, for something that ain't a map, it dang sure got us here, didn't it?
Yeah, but not to a mine, Evans. Maybe something more valuable to you. It's a prayer ground for souls. Professor, we're uncovering history here that no white man has ever imagined.
What's those chicken scratching mean on the bottom?
Well, that's what's leading us to the sacred grounds. But anybody who violates that brings a curse of death.
It's all very interesting, Professor. But I think it's just hogwash to keep us from the gold.
Well, the armlet says this way anyway.
Yeah, well, we're going this way. Now, you move or I'm gonna blow your liver out.
You're making a big mistake.
Roy, keep your eye peeled for engines.
Go this way. It's too scary.
Nagan, Injibagasi. Nogosimiko and Boyapichka, Ijibagatlis. She says there's nothing to be afraid of.
Can't we go another way?
What about the horse and stuff?
We'll take what we need on foot, Gabe. Leave the horse tied up back where it is. Careful, boy. Hang on, hang on. Hang on.
Gabe, be careful. Your hand.
Give me your hand. Now, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Come on. Atta boy. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. You all right? All right, let's go, son.
Lydia, what does this mean? I don't know. Mrs. Brummette, can you ask, General Storm what that means?
Maxim. Ahiki. Nokosimiko hian. Sinkit kados. Adis mema nabiahis. Okay. She says, wait a minute. She says, this is the sign of the burning bear, Chief Burning Bear. And this is where the warriors battled the ghost skin people.
Fantastic. This is the burial place for Chief Burning Bear. The legend must really be true. Wait a minute. Don't just tear it up now.
Out of my way!
Professor, you gotta stop him.
Professor, let's go! Let's go! Let's go, guys! We found it! We found it! Gold! Hunnicut! Stop these guys! Stop them! You're desecrating the Holy Christ here!
Stop him!
Yeah!
Sergeant Evans! Have you no souls?
Got something here! Right here! Eureka! Get out of here!
I wish no Luke was here to have a look, see?
Get up! You! Get up!
Sergeant Evans!
I've had just about enough of this raving Indian lover. And we found the gold. We don't need him anymore.
I gave the professor my word that he'd be unharmed. Pettibone, you stupid fool!
I never promised him anything.
Go harm on them.
I am not going to let this man stand in the way of what we came for.
Pettibone, I'm proud of you. Now let's get on with it.
Come on down and see us, Chief!
Professor.
Eureka! Look at this thing! We're rich! Oh! Gather everything up!
Thanks for the journal. I'll see that it gets put to good use.
All right, it's getting pretty wet, so we're going to take shelter in these rocks right up here until the storm blows over. Watch your step.
Something's happened to Paul. Faith of our fathers, holy faith, we will be true to thee till death.
Look here at this one. I wish old Luke was here to have a look-see at this.
Yeah, look at you, Roy. Don't you look this dandy.
Yeah, this is better than we had ever expected.
Gentlemen, I think there's a lot more where this came from.
I know there's more. Much more.
What was that?
I think them ghosts might be real.
Now, Roy, there is no such thing as a ghost. Why don't you go out there,
and have a little look-see?
No, I ain't a-going out there. Not me.
All right. Now, Sergeant Evans, you're a fearless Indian fighter. Why don't you go?
You're just a little-livered kid, ain't you, Roy?
I may be afraid of things I can't see, Sarge, but I'm not afraid of you, so back off.
Put it down. That's enough.
Put it away, Roy. Roy?
There it is again. What if the professor was right? Maybe there is a curse.
I show you a curse.
I don't want any of this stuff. I don't want any of it.
Give me that.
This is your curse.
You can have my share. I don't want to wind up like Luke.
Go on, I'll grab your share. Come on, I know you in there. I ain't got no gold. You done killed my brother Luke.
That galoot never had any guts. and whatever brains he has died with his brother.
Come out and see me. I know you in there. Come out and talk to me. Come out. Talk to me. Where are you?
Maybe someone should go after that drunken fool.
I'm sorry. I ain't hurt nobody.
Roy! It's Roy! He's dead! Same deal as Luke! That's it! Had me enough of this curse.
Professor Hunnicut, although I do not believe in curses, what is happening here is real.
Don't you see what happened to Luke and Roy happened because they were all alone? We've got to stick together. Now, there's plenty of gold in these hills. I know that. Are you with me?
Abiyagi, Boyavichka, Dihoyangan, Hutchkin, Yathachkin, Abiyagich. She says we must go this way. This is the pathway of the spirits, and it's some kind of shortcut. Injibin Ganala. It's their place of rest. Boyavichka, Injibagabi, Boyavichka. Hey, Huneck.
Looks safe enough.
Save much time.
All right, Rebecca, why don't you take Lydia across?
Samson?
Away no hey yana, hey ho yana, hey ho yana.
See?
He just...
There's footprints all over here. We're on the right track.
Look, Mrs. Brummette!
Paul's hat. It's Paul's hat. Come on.
Paul! Father! Paul! Oh, God.
I saw the golden bear. I saw the golden bear. I saw the golden bear. Rebecca, it's all true.
Are you all right?
Look. Look. It's all true. The legend's all true.
I told you, Rebecca, he's the toughest man I ever knew.
Research, it's all true. It's all true.
Didn't I tell you we'd find him?
Mahogadis. So Hans. Awuli.
Rebecca, what's she saying?
I'm not sure, but she says we are very near. Which way?
Nogosi Ejiswa. Adis. Hasatkas. Aboyaslis Mongan.
Rebecca, help me out here. What's she saying now?
Brother to the bear, your task is not yet done.
What task?
You've been chosen to represent her husband, Lone Bear, at the birth.
Boya Fitchkat. Saboyaslis.
You'll need this.
Forget it. Gives the illness.
Just need that eight. There's the guy, no honey's on there, though.
Addis.
What do you see, Professor Hunnicut?
They're preparing for some kind of ceremony.
Well, it's gonna be their last. I'm just about ready to kill me some Injuns.
We don't need any more of your bad medicine.
Sergeant, a little restraint might be in order. I've men pay dirt. They're gonna lead us to the gold.
That's the part I'm gonna enjoy.
Let's go.
Doggies.
Hold on, we're almost there.
can't go out there, boy.
I want to go with Mr. Adams.
No.
Can't I just go see?
Just wait. He'll be right back.
Hold on there, boy.
Professor, let him go.
Brummette, what is this? I don't believe it. You can't be real. I killed you.
Didn't you read my journal, gentlemen?
What's all this Indian voodoo?
I'll kill every Indian on this mountain if I have to. You gotta tell me where the gold is.
Let's go get him! Yeah!
You little varmint! Come here! Get over here!
Now, where is that gold?
There's no gold.
You're a dead man, this time for sure.
Stop it!
Get out of the way!
No, leave her alone!
I would hate to kill such a beautiful woman.
This is your last chance, Brummette. You won't tell me where that gold is, maybe this will change your mind.
Okay. You win. But only the burning bear can lead you to the rest of the gold.
Hunnicut! Look! It's the mine shaft! The gold! That's it! Look! It's the burning bear! I see it! The gold! Mr. Adams!
Oh, Sam.
What?
They killed Samson!
No! No!
Oh, Sam, what'd they do to you, boy? You went in here.
Good. Follow me. Are you here?
Better be right, Pettibone.
I'm going after him.
Mr. Adams, wait for me!
Stay put, boy, I mean it.
Go! I don't believe it.
We are rich! We are rich!
It's the Muzzeloader!
We are truly rich! I never doubted you, Professor.
And it's ours! It's all ours! That's all ours! Ha ha ha!
Pettibone, I love you.
I love you too, Sergeant Evans.
Hey! You killed my bear!
You get out of here!
No! It's all mine! You get out! You get out of here! Find you and came in! Let's get out of here! Oh, Professor! Don't leave without me! Downtown!
Call this baby Little Behr. Take this baby and watch over him until his 13th birthday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that.
Gentle Storm has gone to her final resting place, as she knew she would.
Take this baby, called Little Behr. He must return to this place on Dark Mountain to fulfill his vision. He will become the greatest chief of all, and he will unite all the tribes in peace.
He's alive. Samson, you got more lives than a wildcat. There sure is magic up here on Dark Mountain. You all right, Samson? You ready to come on home with me? What are you doing, playing dead?
Oh. He's all right. He's all right.
About Gentle Storm.
She went to be with her lone bear to fulfill the prophecy.
Little Bear's in my charge.
Would you two mind looking after him for me?
We'd love to take care of him.
Good.
Look, everybody, over there. Goodbye, Gentle Storm.
Goodbye.
You know, son, I've been thinking, and maybe you'd like to come live with Samson and me.
You mean it?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm going to have to show you a shortcut to the Brummets, huh?